Hey guys, this is Leah Michelle, Resistance Chicks, coming at you January 31st, 2017. We've got Trump again.
Yeah, I encourage you to watch the whole CBN interview with Donald Trump. You're going to see a side that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Like that ABC interview in the White House.
Yeah,
That was not...
you may have seen how he's going to prioritize Christians. But this question on where the CBN interview asks him, do you pray, and do you even pray more? This blew my mind. Watch this.
Okay, I haven't seen this yet.
Let me switch gears, and it wouldn't be an interview between us if I didn't ask a God question, if you will. How has that spiritual journey been for you, especially being here and knowing the gravity of the office? Do you feel the need to pray more? Where are you on that?
Well, I tell you what, I've always felt the need to pray, and you know that. So I would say that the office is so powerful that you need God even more, because your decisions are no longer, gee, I'm going to build a building in New York, or I'm going to do that. These are questions of massive life and death, even with regard to healthcare. We're working very hard on healthcare. But there you're talking about life and death, and you're talking about better lives, people living better because they have better healthcare at a lower price, which we're working very hard on. So yeah, you realize these decisions are also important. There's almost not a decision that you make when you're sitting in this position that isn't a really life-altering position. So God comes into it even more so.
Wow. You know, what really hit me as I was watching that more than anything is just how the prayer thing is fantastic. I'm very happy about that, and I know that's what your point was, but the fact that he's taking these decisions...
I have goosebumps all over
so seriously. And you guys, and we've said this to you 100 times, we did not vote for Donald Trump. We are in the wait-and-see camp. So when you see our reactions... We were fervently anti-Donald Trump. We're still not pro-Donald Trump. We're in the wait and see. And so we will give you an unbiased opinion of what he's doing. And I have to tell you, when I see a speech like that and I see how seriously he's taking these decisions that he's making, I am impressed.
That was not a lie.
Right.
He was not, I don't think he was told that question was going to come to him.
Right. Unlike being fed the questions, Hillary.
So when that interviewer is sitting down, I watched a pre-interview where he's kind of nervous and he's going to sit down with, the president. I mean, CBN, did not interview Obama. Okay? So, this is not a plug for CBN, but you're going to get some snippets of better news.
Sure.
You're going to get what's happening in the world through Christian eyes and things like that. We grew up watching Christian TV, Jan and Paul Crouch, pink, purple hair, whatever. And many of you might not know that I actually went to school to be a minister, went to Rhema Bible College. And I found that, no offense to ministers, but as many of you know, even ministers, especially in America, have used and abused their pulpit to gain financial wealth, which is completely unbiblical.
Right.
So I have distanced myself away from...
She's the pastor of our home church, Isaiah 58 Ministries.
Go figure, right? The crazy, people be like, no, you cannot be a minister. Well, whatever, you can... we can deal with women ministers in another day, women's rights, and talk about that another day.
Well, I want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Just to sum it up, we actually believe in male ministers. We believe that guys should be pastors, guys should be the ministers, but we are living in an age of Deborahs, where there's a lot of men that are starting to rise up, but they haven't been risen up.
When the wicked are in power, the people mourn, or when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice.
Right.
It actually says that when the wicked are in power, good men hide themselves.
Exactly, and the good men are coming out of hiding, but until then, sometimes the women have to rise up, but we don't believe that this is our rightful place.
It's a time of war and a time of battle.
Exactly, so everybody's got to put on their armor.
Exactly, everybody has to fight right now, and we fight spiritual battles, we fight intellectual battles, we're fighting to change the hearts and the minds of people.
Right.
So this interview, when he says...
It's super powerful.
When he goes on to say...
A question, if you will. How has that spiritual journey been, or knowing the gravity? Do you feel the need to pray more? Where are you on that?
Well, I tell you what, I've always felt the need to pray, and you know that. So I would say that the office is so powerful that you need God even more
That's-
because your decisions are no longer, gee, I'm going to build a building in New York, or
Right.
I'm going to do that. These are questions of massive life and death, even with regard to health.
So this is a journey that Trump has been on, and we've watched this unfold, which is why
Right.
we can support him now.
Right.
Because when he says that, I know that he's telling the truth,
Yeah.
and that he literally is saying, "Whoa,
Yeah.
this." And though, and here's the thing: when we were talking about the refugees, he cares about everybody crying and moaning and whining about how they can't get in. And he's being honest. He's like, we can't do everything for everyone.
Exactly.
And he said that,
Exactly.
especially even when it comes to healthcare and Obamacare. No, we don't want to see sick, hurting people. But we also can't, we really, and he's going to go against my beliefs, you can't go and take money from one person and
Right.
force it into
Exactly.
somebody else's pocket. It's not the government's responsibility for your health care.
Right.
For your health. You are supposed to be given the ability to pursue happiness.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed and guaranteed happiness.
Right.
You're not guaranteed shelter. You're not guaranteed food.
Yeah.
Christians who founded this country realized there was not a poor people in the founding of this country. We helped one another.
Right.
And that's what Christians are supposed to do. But when Christians are
Persecuted
taxed
and maligned and
persecuted, and there are laws where some people are trying to feed the homeless and you can't in
Right.
cities. I
Right.
mean, we've got a whole mess of things where people would rather the government go and take money from people
Yeah.
and hand it out through a government check than have people volunteer to go help people.
Yeah.
And if the taxes are lower and the government gets out of our lives, then we will take care of people.
absolutely.
And the only reason government welfare and all this started, FDR, was he was garnering votes, and he was trying to bring people out of a depression that was started by bad bankers. What he needed to do was punish the bankers and absolve that stupid Federal Reserve and absolve the ability
Right.
to manipulate the stock market and how it fell like that. So they needed to punish the bankers instead of people got rich off of that. Depression, like Matt's family and stuff like that. So this is awesome. This is good, and I want this to encourage you today.
Right.
And encourage you to go pray and continue to pray.
Right.
Continue to pray for him. He's not perfect. He's not a born again, spirit filled Christian, but he's praying. And so if we pray and he's praying, then it's like meeting somebody together and you're
Right.
handing off something. Okay, here's
Right.
God.
Yeah.
Now, here's what God's saying, and here's what God's saying. So do it.
All right.
Please, folks.
Get on your knees. This is Leah Michelle, Resistance Chick, signing off where it's not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't
Is
forget.
Donald Trump a praying man? Conspiracy theory or truth?
I think it's truth. I think he's praying right now. I don't know that he's always prayed. I know he said that, but I'm not, well, whatever, maybe he has. But I believe that he's praying now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share these on your social media pages, and subscribe to Resistance Chicks and Mass Faith 3. And don't forget to leave comments because we really do enjoy hearing from you guys. All right, we'll see you back soon.
Bye.
I was cold all alone. No place for